Ka-friendship, my name is Mira, 49 years old. Um, a single mom of 3 amazing grown-up girls. Right now, I'm dealing with ESRD or end-stage renal disease. And this is my story. In the year 2012, I was diagnosed with CKD. Um, CKD stands for chronic kidney disease. After a series of hospitalization due to my hypertension, it was found out that my creatinine level shooted up to 2.5 milligram per deciliter. And take note of friendship, the normal creatinine level for female is only 0.5 to 1.1 milligram per deciliter, and for male it is 0.6 to 1.2 milligram per deciliter. So during the time, mine is already above the highest normal level of creatinine. So by the way guys, you may ask what is creatinine? Creatinine is the waste product that comes from the normal wear and tear on the muscles of our body. And to determine this creatinine level, the patient needs to undergo creatinine test. And this creatinine test measures the level of creatinine in our blood and provides an estimate on how well our kidneys filter. Okay, so during the time, my nephrologist, by the way guys, nephrologist is the doctor who specializes on kidneys. My nephrologist asked me to undergo dialysis, but of course I refused because of this huge hope that I will be fine. Okay, so as the days goes by, my creatinine keeps on going up. Although I have my hypertension medication, but still the creatinine is keeps on going up. So December 29, 2016, I was again confined at the hospital because my hypertension is getting worse. When I was in the emergency room during the time, my blood pressure is 220 over 150. So that's very high. And after a series of laboratory tests, it was also found out that my hemoglobin is very low. Okay, so ka-friendship, the normal hemoglobin for female, it is 120 to 150 grams per deciliter, and for male it is 138 to 172 grams per deciliter. And during the time, my hemoglobin is only 75 grams per deciliter. So the doctor told me that I need to have 2 units of blood for transfusion. Okay, so that was the first time that I had my transfusion, and I'm so grateful to two people who gave me those two generous people who gave me their blood for free. So thank you very much for Rogel, and thank you very much for GMARD for their blood. And after that transfusion, I felt better. But the battle doesn't end there. My nephrologist told me that I badly need an emergency dialysis because my creatinine during the time shooted up to 13.3 milligram per deciliter. So take note to friendship, the normal creatinine is only 0.5 to 1.1 milligram per deciliter, but mine is 13.5. So can you imagine how high is that? So during the time, I was so devastated because I know that dialysis is for lifetime. So I asked my doctor if there's any other option aside from dialysis. So he told me that there's no other option unless I will undergo kidney transplant. But kidney transplant is a long process, so I badly need, during the time I really badly need an emergency hemodialysis. So whether I like it or yes, I need to undergo this emergency hemodialysis to extend my life. So January 3, 2017, January 3, 2017, the hemodialysis catheter was inserted in my neck. So as you can see, there's two black marks there. Yes, the dialysis catheter was inserted there. So yeah, and I'm so grateful to Jaja because she was there with me during the procedure, wherein I was so scared because I know anything can happen during the procedure. And I know it was tough for Jaja, though she was a nurse, but she never left me. She was there holding my hands for the whole procedure. So really so grateful with her. And initial dialysis officially started. So I had my 2 hours hemodialysis for the first time, and after dialysis I feel better. And on the next day I underwent again 3 hours dialysis session, and on the third day I had my 4 hours dialysis session. So it made me feel better, but I was also feeling nervous because I know that anytime anything can happen, anything bad can happen during the process. So thank God that I was able to survive for the first 3 initial dialysis. So 4 days after the insertion of dialysis catheter, I underwent again another major procedure, which is the creation of arteriovenous fistula. So here it is now. Here is my AB fistula now. So it grows bigger. This is for my long-term dialysis access. So, and thank God that I also survived the procedure. So after that, dialysis is mostly going on, but that was not the end of my journey yet. During my first year in dialysis, I had a lot of it's more on bad times than good times. So it was more on down moments than up moments. So there was a time, I mean, every 3 months, I was confined to the hospital due to different kinds of issues. So there was a time that I was confined because I have this lung edema. My excess water goes to to my lungs, and it should be removed drastically, or else that water will suffocate me. So a hole was created on at my back, and then 1.2 liters of water was removed. And the sad thing is that it was happened during my 47th birthday. But I was so grateful because I survived the procedure. That was the most that was the best gift I ever received in my entire life, because aside from the fact that God let me survive the few sessions of my dialysis, He also let me survive that procedure, the edema removal. So, and another turbulence happened. My fistula got this pseudoaneurysm. A hematoma was formed inside my fistula, and it keeps on getting bigger and bigger as days goes by. So it is necessary to remove that hematoma, or else if it is not removed, it will burst, and it can cause non-stop bleeding. So again, I went to emergency, and that pseudoaneurysm needs to be removed. And that was the first time that I underwent general anesthesia in my entire life. It's like I'm almost dead. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they did. I don't know what the surgeons did to me. What I can only remember is that the doctors prepared me on the operating table, inserted this sleeping, sleeping drug inside. They inserted this sleeping drug on my IV, and then I fall asleep. And for 4 hours, I was asleep and never knew what had happened. And when I wake up, the procedure is already done. Okay, and also I'm so grateful for the surgeon who made it possible, because my fistula was repaired. Because in this kind of issue, almost the fistula has been damaged. So I was so grateful with the intelligent and talented surgeon who made this repair on my fistula. And I'm so grateful with Dr. Kenneth Achura, because he was the one who leads the team. So very grateful to them. And until right now, my fistula is still working fine. Okay, so the journey doesn't stop there, of course. There was a time that I was confined to ICU because my heart rate is very low. The normal heart rate is from 90 to 100. But during the time, mine is only 40 to 45. So can you imagine how low is that? And if you have a very low heart rate, anytime I can have a cardiac arrest. But also thanks God and thanks to the doctors that they were able to help me during the time. So the cause of this very low heart rate is that my potassium level shooted up. Okay, so ka-friendship, the normal potassium level is only 3.5 to 5.5, and mine is 6.6. So can you imagine how high is that? And very high potassium level almost kill me. Okay, so again, I'm so grateful to God that He made me survive again. Okay, so yes guys, the first year of my dialysis is really a roller coaster. So yes, more downs than ups. So but of course I'm still grateful that I'm still here, and also I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you for the people who are there beside me during my bad days, especially to my three girls who never let me down, to my siblings who are there with me, especially to my brother who traveled from Laguna to Bacolod on my day of confinement until the day that I was discharged. He was there with me, and until the time that I had my few succeeding dialysis. So he was there with me. He was there taking care of me. So, and also I'm so grateful with my good friends who are there with me, to my relatives, and to my especially to my high school batch 86, who never left me during the time. They were there spiritually, supporting me spiritually, morally, and financially as well. And I'm so grateful, and I'm so proud that I belong to this group of people. Really, thank you guys. I owe you a lot. And really, I really say thank you, my never ending gratitude to the people who are there with me always in my journey. I may not mention you all, but I know you know who you are. And also to the people who are there right now, who are there with me every day, giving moral support, though you are not literally there beside me every day, but you're never ending, and your unconditional support made me even stronger, made me move forward, even though there are times that I almost gave up, but you never gave up on me. So yeah, I'm really so grateful to have you guys. I may not mention your name, but within your heart and in my heart, we both know who you are. So really so grateful. And to friendship, I made this video to inspire people who are not only dealing with ESRD, but also with other diseases. Friendship, this is only a disease. Okay, take note that this is only a disease. This is not the end of the world yet. We still have a long way to go, and we still have more years to live. Okay, so always keep that in mind. Always be positive, always be optimistic that we can make it. Always remember that God will not give this challenge if we cannot make it. Okay, so just keep on fighting, keep on praying, never lose hope. The best is yet to come. Okay, so at the friendship, if you find this video inspiring, kindly hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit that bell button below so that you will get notified every time I upload a video. Okay? So, ka-friendship, always remember that sometimes all we want is to run away from life, but we know that it won't solve any problem. So, let's choose to stay and fight. Okay? So, keep on moving forward. Keep on praying. Leave everything to God, because He always knows best for us. Okay? So, guys, see you on my next video. God bless us all. Bye-bye!